Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. My name is Ty Richardson, and this is Winnie the Pooh's Rumbly Tumbly Adventure, a game that a 23-year-old man like myself decided to play because reasons. Or maybe no reasons. I'm not entirely sure. I just found this at a game store here in Orlando, saw it was $10, and I thought, you know what? Let's see how Winnie the Pooh's doing in video games, or was doing in video games, considering this game came out over a decade ago. It's not bad. It's really not bad. It's a game where I expected to explore the 100-acre wood, or at least some chunk of it, and I got that. I expected to play as Pooh and Tigger and Piglet, like the back said, and I got to go up against Woozles and Heffalumps, and that's pretty much it. As a Winnie the Pooh fan, I like this game. I like it. It does a lot of things right. It doesn't dumb down things too much. It's enough for a child to enjoy. It's enough for a parent to enjoy. And if I had to, I would give this game to a kid and say, here you go. It's Winnie the Pooh. I know it looks a little kiddish, but if there was a kid who was curious about video games, let's say he or she was like I don't know, 4, maybe 5, I would give this as their first video game. Mine was Crash Bandicoot Warped, but that was in a different time. This would be in like a stack of other games that I'd say, here you go. This is for you. And it's really not bad. The animations are good for the most part, and there's enough here that keeps you engaged, but even then I kept finding myself wanting to shut the game off, not because of disinterest, but because I was trying to plow through chunks of this game in large sessions. There's the way this game is structured is there are 5 adventures to go through, and each has their own set of puzzles, their own amount of honey pots to find, their own collectibles, etc. But the basic structure of it all, between doing the puzzles and finding all the honey pots, it gets so tedious and so... I don't want to use boring, because it's such a harsh term, at least to me. But there are just moments where it gets so dull. That's less harsh, I guess. I don't know. We'll use dull though. And it kind of gets fatiguing, you know. You do one adventure, you want to shut the game off and not touch it for a while, but there's a part of you that wants to keep going back. At least for me, there is. Just because it's Winnie the Pooh, and it's finally a Winnie the Pooh game that's not all edumacation and all that. I used to have a computer game of Winnie the Pooh. I can't remember what it was called, but it taught you the alphabet, and I think that was pretty much it. I can't remember much other than there were letters. But I played that a lot when I was a toddler, and going through kindergarten and preschool. But yeah, this is probably as exciting as this game gets right here. Is you look for signs to find honey pots. If you find all the honey pots, you get a check mark saying, yay, you found them all, at least in the area. And then there's like, I don't know. This is about as exciting as it gets. You know, I'm like, I've been playing a lot of games. Like, I've been playing a lot of different games that most say are far superior than this. And I have no shame in saying that me, a 23-year-old man, actually had some enjoyment out of this, despite its flaws. The graphics aren't exactly great, but the animation is fine. It's all fine. But it's a frickin' Winnie the Pooh game. Like, how are you gonna complain about anything to do with this? It's frickin' Winnie the Pooh. You know?
Thank you, Gopher.
Like, even I was thinking of my own criticisms with it right before this video, and I'm just tossing them all out the window, because it's frickin' Winnie the Pooh!
Could help me clear the path.
Like, what else are you gonna expect from this? Frickin' AAA writing from Amy Hennig? You expect frickin'... You expect, like, Assassin's Creed style of, like, Pooh jumping off of a tree and landing in a bale of hay, sneaking up on Rabbit and stabbing him in the back or something? You expect Piglet to just whip out frickin' BFG from Doom and annihilate all woozles in his path? Nah, this is the wrong experience, my friend. This is it right here. This is top notch. Just look around, see if you can find honey pots, solve puzzles, get Gopher to help you get a shovel, and that's pretty much it. And you know what? It's enjoyable. For as basic and dumb as it sounds, it's actually enjoyable. There's just something about it to where if you just turn your brain off, it's a little entertaining. Just a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Yep, this is one of the things here that I wanted to talk about, but I just can't. Just Pooh jumping in Oblivion. I really don't know what the hell that bright, loud screen was supposed to be. If he was in the clouds or something, but it's such an awkward victory animation. But again, it's frickin' Winnie the Pooh. Why am I gonna complain about any of this? The music's not too bad either. It's a lot of it is mostly ambiance or ambience, however you want to say it. It's mainly listening to the noises of the environment. And then this one was also kind of cool. It was a cool idea to keep action basic and engaging and stuff. Sometimes you enter an area and a few heffalumps or woozles show up and you have to run to like a specific spot in the area in order to pop a balloon and scare them away, because they don't like that. Woozles and heffalumps, they don't like the scary sound of a balloon popping. It scares them and they poof away. Again, I'm a 23-year-old man talking about frickin' Winnie the Pooh, and I deliberately spent 3 whole hours playing a Winnie the Pooh video game. And you know what? I don't give a shit. It's Winnie the frickin' Pooh. And if you see this in your store, you bet your ass you better pick it up. Because it's a Winnie the Pooh video game. That's all I gotta say about that.